my swollen foot. This is, I think I dropped eyeliner on my toe, so just ignore that. Look, and that's because that bug bite, and look at that bad boy. I can barely walk. Well, I could barely walk last night. I was literally hopping on one foot. Yeah, look at the difference. It's already gone down a lot, but last night it was so bad. I'm also kind of weirded out that my foot has been fine. It was swollen all weekend, and now I like feel totally fine. I went to work today and I'm totally fine. Also, I don't know if my soap haul has come out, but ooh, it's looking kind of swollen. I'll show you my foot. I got some bug bites. You can see the darker spots right there and right there. It's kind of starting to itch now. That's my foot. If you want to compare it to my other foot, still looks kind of swollen, but it's doing a lot better. Still got the eyeliner. I went to work today because I took Monday off because I'm like, I cannot walk and I cannot chase kids around. I say chase kids around and you guys are probably like, you don't chase kids around. The other day I had to chase a little boy because he ran out into the street. Well, not into the street, into the parking lot, but the parking lot is pretty quiet, unless there's pickup, but there wasn't pickup, and it was like later in the day, so like everyone was mostly gone anyway. Let's lock the doors. So yes, there is a lot of running, there is a lot of on your feet, but I survived. But now my foot's starting to be itchy. But today was the first day that I like walked normal. I still had like a little bit of a limp. I was still like kind of walking weird, but I was walking normal today. I haven't been able to walk normal since Friday afternoon. Today's Tuesday evening. But yeah. Oh, and then I go back to work and I'm doing my normal job and I'm cleaning where all the kids eat lunch, and it's a tile floor, and I was wearing my American flag flip-flops, and these, as you can tell, don't really have good grip. So my supervisor was wiping up the floor with the mop because the kids had yogurt today, and some little girl just like dumped her whole cup of yogurt on the floor, and it was on her pants, and I was literally wiping yogurt off of her, and it was all over the floor, and I was trying to wipe off yogurt and everything, and so there was yogurt all over the floor, and so my supervisor was just trying to clean it up because they had waffle dip things, they had syrup, they had sausage, they had yogurt. What else did they have? Oh, and then they had a little chunk of banana. And it gets very messy. So my supervisor was wiping up the floors, and I wiped out. I hit my chin. I don't know if you can see it. Wait, let me check the mirror. You can't really. I don't think you can see it. And also, I hit right underneath my butt. So I must have fallen backwards. I actually don't really remember it. I know that's like really bad to say, and like you're like, oh my gosh, did you just go unconscious? I just remember like falling, and I hit my chin on the corner of like the trash can. And I was just, like, my supervisor was like, are you okay? Because I was just telling her about my foot, and she's like, yeah, I was just reading about how some people get like really weird reactions to also it's like hurts like right there. She's like, yeah, I was just hearing how people get really bad mosquito bites, and I just was like, yeah, these are like the only shoes I've been able to wear like all weekend because I didn't want to wear something too strappy or too like that was gonna like rip my foot if it's swollen and I can barely walk on it. So when I went to church, I just wore these because I'm like, it would be the least amount of stuff trying to press against the top of my foot. And yeah, so I wiped out, and I texted mom. Well, first of all, dad's like texting me, and he's like, when you're eating at Gatto's and Father Mark walks through the door, and I was like, but then he never even told me anything else about it, and I'm like, seriously? And then I called Mom and I was telling her all about it, and she was just laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing. Like, I could have sworn she was like crying, like laughing so hard she was crying. And I'm like, this is not funny. Your daughter has been unable to walk for the past like 4 days. We'll just call it 4 days. Why are you laughing at me that was my grand entrance back into work? Okay. But update on my foot. It's now Thursday. I feel like the lighting's really bad. And when I did my intro and like my buying haul and everything, that was Saturday, so that's how it's still kind of swollen. Wait, let me block out my, that's so weird because on my doctor's notes, Alex was all in caps, and then we got some really crazy news about Alex the Seminarian, so that video is going to be coming out in a couple weeks, so make sure you stay tuned. Actually, by the time this video is out, it'll probably be really soon. But yeah, update. Why is this so blurry? It's having a hard time focusing. There we go. Look at my foot. We played Ultimate Frisbee last night, and Father Mark came out there for the last 2 minutes, and they were like, we need 2 extra players, and I'm like, my foot's swollen, but I'm still gonna do it. And we also brought Father Mark ice cream, and we gave it to the other priest because we didn't know where Father Mark was, and then the other priest ate the ice cream, so I was running back and forth from the field to the church, and and I've been on it all day, but it's definitely still swollen, right? Can you tell? If the swollen foot and the wipeout at work weren't enough, I woke up yesterday, Thursday, so like a couple of days after my wipeout to my period, and I'm just like, my poor body. And also, I haven't worked out in like a week, so yeah. I'm gonna show you really quickly. Scraped my ankle. Well, that's coming out the door from the kids, so it's doing better with the swollen butt. Scraped it. Okay.